So it's incredibly important that we close that feedback loop, we fix that feedback loop, and that the public.
And you know, you always focus on, okay, I did this, okay, what's next? Always trying to
Board of charter schools, school vouchers, and vocational education. She says school choice improves all school.
I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very.
A lot of wear and tear on your body.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you joined us here on The Take on this Monday, February 17th, 2025. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Ms. Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on The Take. Let's get to the big story. The big story of the week is Elon Musk in bed with Donald Trump on everything and what's going on? Elon Musk has been like the voice of divorce behind the voice of divorce. It's like Donald Trump saying anything that resonates with a lot of Americans that want him back to presidency. But it's like Elon Musk is back behind the scenes directing traffic as traffic cop, telling Trump what to do. Well, it became evident with this.
Go ahead. Sure. So at a high level, if you say what is the goal of Doge and I think a significant part of this of presidency is to restore democracy. This may seem like, well, are we in a democracy? Well, if you don't have a feedback loop, okay, X, we would have to, if you sorry. So, tell you, gravitas can be difficult sometimes.
Yes, Donald Trump looks like he's Elon Musk's puppet, and Elon Musk's Geppetto telling him he's pulling the strings, and now he wants to be part of the circus. It's weird, it's crazy to believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are now coincide with each other. It's just crazy to think about that. And Elon Musk even said more. Watch this.
X, are you okay? This is X, and he's a great guy, high IQ. He's a high IQ individual.
And he's got this, check out this cool chain he's got.
So thank you very much. We had a busy day today. The king just left, and we've had a great discussion. Terrific.
He even had his kid telling President Trump that he's not the president, that his daddy is. Man, you just can't believe it. And then, too, it's crazy to believe and crazy to know. But let's take a look one more time.
Their investment advice, perhaps. But just there seems to be mysteriously they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where does it come from? And I think the reality is that they're getting wealthy at the taxpayer expense. That's the honest truth of it. So we're looking at if you look at say Treasury, for example, basic controls that should be in place that are in place in any company. Such as making sure that any given payment has a payment categorization code, that there is a comment field that describes the payment, and that if a payment is on the do not pay list, that you don't actually pay it. None of those things are true currently. So the reason that departments can't pass.
I tell you this, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, it's just that a whirlwind that bound to happen. We knew it was about to happen. We just didn't know it was going to happen like that. So eventually, and I think Elon Musk is playing through the ears and the minds of everybody on saying that he runs America, not Donald Trump, because you can pay America. Just because you don't live in the country, you can run the country by any means necessary. And he's proven it with Trump in his back pocket. Donald Trump truly is that a presidential. But speaking of Trump, Elon, we know Elon had a lot going on. We'll talk about it in a minute. But in celebrity news, Kanye West is really off the chain. He's really off his rocker this week. It's like Kanye West don't know the right to the left to the right. It's just ridiculous. Let's get the latest on what's going on with Kanye.
I'm through something right now, and I got bags under my eyes and shit. But I just saw a video of Kodak, and I wouldn't want nobody to do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up. Because y'all might think, oh man, Ye really going through right now. Somebody need to go get him. Or yo, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very freeing for me, and it was worth everything. It was worth everything to do that. So let's start there. Now, I've seen this video of my brother Kodak, and I feel a call, and he's actually wearing this Donda chain. And it's not just because he's wearing a chain, but it's like how he's sitting here wearing this chain unless something's saying to go and get my brother. And I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go down to Miami. Maybe I could be the person that could make a difference. And that's what I'm about to do right now.
Just in case you missed it, Kanye West has been completely crashing out again, and it seemed to culminate with the fact that he offers now a single article of clothing on his website, which is just a plain white t-shirt for $20 that has a big black schmostica on the front of it. And at $20, it's the cheapest article of clothing he's ever sold, so it seems like he really wants people to buy it. Aside from that, he's been manic posting on Twitter to the point that his own wife got on and basically tweeted like a prayer for him, which is funny to me because I'm fairly certain God left Twitter a long time ago. But out of all of his craziness, there's one thing that I don't think has gotten nearly enough attention. He made a post that seemed to be directed at George Farmer, which is Candace Owens' husband, or as I like to call him, Little Spoon. In it, he said, "George Farmer, I did not F your wife, rest easy." So he's saying, don't worry, I didn't bang out Candace Owens. Jared Kushner, on the other hand, Kanye West just said he slept with Jared Kushner's wife. His wife being Donald Trump's daughter. Kanye West just went on and said, hey, didn't sleep with Candace Owens, so you don't have to worry about it. But hey, Jared Kushner, I slept with Ivanka. If you try and go and look at his account now, it's not there because he got censored by Elon Musk, which is funny. You'd think, okay, trying to sell a swastika shirt, he's saying stuff like this. That's why he got censored. No, he was censored for sharing too much pornography. Apparently he's posting a ton of pornography. He was showing up in other people's feeds that didn't want to see it. And Elon restricted his account. Then I guess Kanye said, thanks for letting me rant. And it looks like he deleted his account. But worth noting, him selling this shirt and promoting it and so forth isn't what got him shut down on Twitter. It was just the sharing of porn. Just in case you missed it, Kanye.
Like I said, Kanye West is now going through a lot. Hopefully he gets the help he needs because, man, we're hearing reports that he's trying to divorce his wife. He's going through his meds. Hopefully Kanye West gets the help he needs because he's going to really need it down the road. And I really think he really needs help. I mean, look, had his wife at the Grammy Awards almost barely naked. Who does that? And he went, and a lot of people ask him, would you put your daughters do that? You know his answer would be no, but he want to embarrass his wife so bad, and she the fool to believe it. So it is what it is. But it's kind of concerning looking at Kanye West on what's going on with him. Well, in other news, other celebrity news, Aaron Rodgers, of the quarterback for the New York Jets, has split ways with the corporation, the football team. They don't want nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers with this spitting out this propaganda. Now Aaron Rodgers got to figure out what's next his team, or could he be considering retirement? That could be a possibility, but Aaron Rodgers, it ain't looking too good. He might be at just that. Just take your money and be a contributor on Pat McAfee. Since you help Pat McAfee get to where he needs to be, he can do the same for you. I tell you. With Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee. But I like Pat McAfee. Aaron Rodgers is okay, a good quarterback. He just couldn't muster enough to become a Super Bowl champion. And we'll talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts coming up right now on Talk Shows. On Talk Shows. We talked about it last week. The Philadelphia Eagles win the big one, finally getting over this hump and finishing their story over the Kansas City Chiefs mid 2 years ago at their sudden loss. But now the Philadelphia Eagles embrace a comeback and win the championship from the Eagles, from the Chiefs. We thought the Chiefs was gonna win, but the Chiefs didn't win. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey, it just wasn't in the play for him. And then Patrick Mahomes hold that ball for so long, he didn't know what to do. You got to protect your quarterback, but the Eagles had that defense. Defense wins championships, and defense did win championships for them, and it played off big time for Jalen Hurts. He got a lot of media rounds this week. Jalen Hurts even went on The View.
And you always focus on, okay, I did this, okay, what's next? Always trying to accomplish and chase and always in this pursuit. But when you are able to celebrate that moment with the people that have been there along the journey and along the way, your teammates, your family, extended family and friends, it all means a lot, in the end. Really hit me when I walked in the locker.
42!
All right.
Look at that.
Really?
All right, Alyssa's up next.
She got excited.
I'm ready.
I'm playing D.
All right.
got
Ready,
it.
set.
I'm gonna go over there to catch it in case.
Get me, Jalen. Look at that. Look at me, Jalen. All right. I don't know how to throw it, though. Sonny, be
She don't
careful.
want to throw it back.
I was so nervous I wasn't going to catch
She got
it.
walking back. I respect that. I like
Favorite
that.
line of the day.
It's
Look
that
at me,
handlebar.
Jalen.
There we go.
So what do I do?
Go out.
You did run straight.
Make it hard.
Just get open. That's what I say. Just get open.
I'm blitzing this
You
guy.
can walk.
Tackle her, Brian.
I'm coming for him.
Go.
Oh, you coming for him?
I'm blitzing.
He's not doing nothing.
I'm here to catch this.
Ready, set, go. That's it.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts went on The View, showing The View lays a bunch of tackles and plays about football and being a quarterback. They love that. Plus, he was on CBS this morning talking about his upbringing.
In 2015.
And football is it's in my blood. It's something I've been, I was raised around. Started at Baytown League, then, moved to Channelview, of course. But, it's just a blessing to be in my situation.
Same delivery, Jalen. I'm trying to figure out what makes you tick. What are you thinking?
Well, I've always valued myself on having high character and really being rooted in the same things and those things not changing.
Yeah.
I think it's just been success over the years that's been a testament to all the hard work and everything that's come. But ultimately, the person is rooted in the same things. And I think that's probably a perfect example of that.
This is you in 2000.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts doing a lot of media rounds. Even appeared on Tonight Show with Saquon Barkley, who I truly believe paid dividends to the Super Bowl with those touchdowns, and Saquon and Jalen with this.
Yeah. Is that what you call it?
It's not what I call it.
It's not what you call it. No. What do you call it?
I'm not going to say what I call it, but it's
Okay, but it's not.
Everybody is came up with their own name for it.
Yeah.
The brotherly shove, the tush push, all these different things. It's not that.
It's not that.
No.
Okay.
I was shocked too, because when I got there, I known as the tush push, but I didn't know if that's what it would be called, but I thought it was called that, and it's not called a tush push, actually.
No. What is your role in the quote unquote tush push?
I think I have the easiest job, to be honest. I think I'm the one who pushes the tush.
Like I said, you never know. The Eagles could win championships over and over again, but like I said, it just wasn't a good night for Kansas City and the Chiefs. And it was a good night for the Eagles and the team of Philadelphia. We'll get to a little bit later on in the show on the Viral Video of the Week on Philadelphia celebrating with their victory. It had a Rocky Field-esque to it later on in the show. Well, speaking on the other side, we told you about the Kansas City Chiefs. Tight end Travis Kelce feeling the effects already. Travis appeared on his podcast with his brother Jason on their New Heights podcast to speculate and debate whether Travis is going to continue on playing football or he's going to consider retirement. Let's take a look.
It's a lot of wear and tear on your body, and it's a lot of time spent in the building. That process can be grueling. It can.
Well, Travis Kelce speculate he's coming back. He's gonna do this one thing. He's gonna be more motivated than ever to win and do what he need to do. But you best believe Travis Kelce coming back, and he's gonna try to. You heard them rumors and reports that him and Taylor Swift was gonna get married. It just didn't turn out to be. But Taylor Swift, what's going on with her? But she, like President Trump said, she had a bad night, getting booed by the crowd. Been booed by the crowd, so the crowd showed her. All right, we'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere here on the Take. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Take on this Monday, February 17th, 2025. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Take. All right, let's get to the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, former WWE CEO Linda McMahon, who wants to be the head of the Department of Education, after President Trump said he wants to close it down. Now, why would you even want to apply for a job when you know the job is going to be closed down eventually? But it takes an act of Congress. And then I don't know why would Trump even want to speculate that he wants to close it down and then you nominate somebody. What's the end goal of that? For real. We know that the Linda McMahon favors small government than big government, but she wants to return the power and privilege back to the states and stuff rather than the federal government dealing with it. But it just don't make no sense. But Linda McMahon just crazy. She don't even have no experience in education. I didn't know she was a highly totally education teacher and something like that. She's more known as a business person. I would have rather her be nominated for the Secretary of Commerce and Business since she did what she can do in WWE and got that to where it needs to be with her and Mr. McMahon. But to each his own. But Linda McMahon getting grilled by the education department. And let's take a look on how Linda McMahon got grilled.
The wrestling executive turned education board member and now President Donald Trump's nominee to lead the education department, Linda McMahon, answered questions from the Senate today.
I absolutely do believe that our public schools are the bedrock of our education.
McMahon spoke in support of charter schools, school vouchers, and vocational education. She says school choice improves all schools.
Public schools come up. They're competitive.
President Trump says he agrees. He's promised to create funding preferences for states that implement universal school vouchers. They give families money to help pay for private schools, but Democrats say school voucher programs only help the wealthy.
Most families in America do not have $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year to send their kids to private schools.
Another topic of conversation in this hearing, President Trump's push to get rid of the Department of Education and for Linda McMahon to put herself out of a job.
We should focus on educating our children, and we should focus on it at the local level.
Former Education Secretary Arnie Duncan opposed McMahon's nomination and efforts to dismantle the Department of Education.
It funds our nation's most vulnerable children, children with special needs.
You're not talking about cutting funding for disabled children. You're just talking about changing the way that the money gets to these students in schools.
That is correct, Senator.
She'll need support from a Senate with a thin Republican majority to take office. In Washington, I'm Vinay Simlot.
You know what? I don't blame the education committee, department, whatever you want to call it. They grilling her before they vet her, before they take this job. And she all over here trying to do this, do that. Linda McMahon, stick to one job. And then you see Triple H, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, these wrestling personalities supporting her. Linda's going to get the job, but it just don't feel right her accepting the job. So Linda McMahon taking any means necessary to say she paid for a seat, but with her money to help fund Trump. That's all it is. So sad. All right, we move on to the reality show clip down on The Bachelor. The Bachelor, the new Bachelor, Grant, goes to his first prom, but you won't believe who his first prom is with. Take a look. A bunch of seniors from the Golden Batch. Oh, come on, man. You can know this is rigged and this is all for show. Come on. For real, for real, for real. It just is it. Just a show. It's a show about love. It's a show about getting him established to get his 15 minutes of fame, and then he goes on to Dancing with the Stars. You know that's going to happen eventually. Well, on Grant, he wants to know about a girl that knows about finance. You know, most of these girls out here, some of them are money hungry. And let's look.
Learn about finance. We have Daniel Lebesky and Hannah Berner.
The person who gets the most grant bucks gets to get perks at the after party tonight. Everyone change into your power suit and then come back to class. We're starting promptly.
This style is definitely bad bitch, corporate, chic.
First question.
What does the word asset mean?
An item you own with value, juicy booty.
I ordered a bunch of finance books and I read them and I was like, I am this finance guru, and then I forgot everything.
You guys are gonna have a chance to get as many grant bucks as possible. And 3, 2, 1, go! What is happening?
Let's go!
I'm trying to stay positive, but it's really rough. It was a rough day.
Now, how you gonna find a girl with finance and stuff, and how we're gonna do it? Then we're gonna pivot to this, a girl who talks about girl math.
If you buy a dress and then you don't like it and you return it, you got money back.
Yeah.
So that's
You earned money.
You earned money. Yeah. The prime example of girl math is if you buy a dress and then you don't like it and you return it, you got money back.
Yeah.
So that's
You earned money.
You earned money. Yeah. Especially if you do it after 2 weeks.
And then if you return it, if you just exchange it, then you got something for free.
Prime example of girl.
What in the heck is girl math? It just don't make no sense. Just crazy. Girl math? Come on. Really? Well, we preview tonight's episode. On tonight's episode, Grant wants the girls to learn about being a matador. Take a look.
She is one of the most famous matadoras in Spain.
Being a matadora requires plenty of confidence.
We get to learn how to be a matador today.
Okay, Juliana, your matadora face. Go.
It's super important that a woman that I'm with is courageous, and she's not afraid to step in and embrace this journey and embrace new things.
Wanna see your matadora faces?
Make sure you.
What the is this?
Got him.
You know, shoot your shot, good for you guys. But I think at that point, like, sloppy thirds didn't really, seem like my fun vibe for the day.
I want what I want and I want him, so, I can't just, sit and laugh in a group full of girls. What are we doing here?
Well, how you know a matador gonna have courage and dedication for you and love? Most of these girls are out here for that, and some of these girls out here just for, all different reasons. You get what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, different reasons. But we'll see if they'll pass the test eventually. But speaking of Grant, he's been all over the place. He's been on the Jennifer Hudson show, even did the Spirit Wall.
Prime example of
Is here, walking down the hallway, shooting his shot. Here at the happy place, Grant is here. He's here. Walking down the hallway, shooting his shot. Here at the happy place, Grant is here. Walking down the hallway, shooting his shot. Here at the happy place, Grant is here. Walking down the hallway, shooting his shot. Here at the happy place, Grant is here. Walking down the hallway, shooting his shot. Here at the happy place, Grant is here.
Yeah, when you come on the Jennifer Hudson show, you gotta do the Spirit Wall. It's just that's how it goes, and that's how it be going on the Spirit Wall, so you can get your spirit on. Even that's how it be. I tell you. All right, and finally, the viral video of the week. On the viral video of the week, an estimated 1 million people showed up and showed out for the Eagles for that parade and the team's Super Bowl victory parade. We have highlights right here.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, Andy Reid, I love Andy. That's why I became an Eagles fan.
but we had to get our lick back, like the young boys say nowadays. We had to get that lick back.
We deserve this. It's amazing. We deserve it. I was in Arizona when they lost to them. What, 2-3 years ago? This redemption. This redemption.
We even got highlights of people like Jalen Hurts and everybody else with the Adrian and stuff like that. Even the football, even one of the players saying Adrian. It's a rocky-ass field, and the Super Bowl champions Eagles win by default. So they're going to keep on for a year, and they're going to be praising Jalen Hurts for his craziness. Now let's see if he goes to the White House, if he's going to get invited. They're going to probably say no, but, hey, Trump going to say, you know what? Screw the Eagles. I love the Chiefs better. They are better. You know how you bias. All right. Thanks for watching this edition of The Take. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of The Take. See you later.